Hello everyone, and welcome back to the XRP Hobert channel. As with you always, this is Hobert doing another video today on XRP, so I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Wherever you are in this great world, we're going to talk about XRP, and everybody is now all of a sudden talking about July being huge for crypto. The articles are saying it. The chart guys are saying it. If you're not a doom and gloom guy, you believe July is the month that we break out, I'm always optimistic. Could July be the month? Absolutely. We need to see what happens with a few different things, though. What's going on with Iran and the US? What's going on with clarity? Are we close to getting clarity across the finish line? I think that's going to be super bullish. Plus, we have the DTCC and things they're doing as well. Tokenization is not going to continue to pick up momentum. What about the ETS? Are we seeing a lot of inflows there? There's a lot of things happening around XRP, but will the price break out in July? Nobody really knows for sure. And right now, anybody saying it is just speculating. Analyst says a major XRP price breakout will happen in July. Like I said, here's the next article. July may be the lifeline XRP holders waited for, and they're basing this one on history. Historically, July is usually a good month for XRP, and we could see a recovery towards $1.40. Will FOMO happen before $1.40? Absolutely it can. Will it happen above $1.40? Absolutely it will. But we need something that's going to get this market moving. It seems like the market has been stuck for such a long period of time and a lot of downtrend. And I believe it's because a lot of people are just chasing whatever is green right now. Gold is green. Let me put my money in gold. Okay, gold corrected. Let me pull my money back out even if it's at a loss. Let me go into SpaceX. Okay, SpaceX pulled back. Let me pull my money out. Park it somewhere else. That's what's been happening. And once crypto turns green, all of a sudden, those same people that FOMO'd into gold and SpaceX and whatever else they're FOMOing into, they will be FOMOing back into crypto. Wait and see if you hold over 37,037 XRP. There's a very real chance you'll become a millionaire this cycle. First of all, I don't know where these people come up with these numbers. If you truly understand what's about to happen over the next 24 months, you will never want to sell your XRP. It all starts with clarity, though, and institutional adoption, then mass adoption. That's what's coming over a very short period of time. First, you got to get the laws in place, then everything else follows. And you don't need 37,037 XRP to become a millionaire. All you got to do is wait long enough for XRP to reach these much higher price points. I still believe there's a chance XRP hits 3 digits by the end of 2026. I believe if it doesn't happen by the end of this year, it's going to happen at some point in 2027 because a lot has to happen first before we get a better idea on a time frame. But one thing is for sure. These institutions, once they get into this space, everything, and I mean everything, will accelerate quickly. What is a realistic price for XRP in the next 3 years? If we get the rise of the new financial system, all of a sudden we're looking at most likely a 589 XRP, somewhere between 100 and 500. If we get that, and a lot happens around tokenization, we're looking at 4 digits plus. Even with the rise of the new financial system, I think early on we will see that a price spike on XRP. Now, if we get scarcity, that changes everything. But I think we would initially see a price spike well over $100. But the path between $100 and $1,000 for XRP, it's not going to be years. It's most likely going to be over the course of just 90 days, maybe 3 to 6 months. XRP offers greater return on investment potential and premium collateral benefits compared to Bitcoin. Take a listen.
The reason I'm positioned in XRP over Bitcoin, and Bitcoin could end up a tier 1 asset. We've already seen it rolled in a lot of large ways. I want premium collateral that I can borrow against and earn yield with. And that's why I'm positioned with XRP in particular.
And it's got a bigger likelihood of return.
The ROI on it will be much more significant than Bitcoin.
Bigger likelihood of return. The ROI on it will be much more significant than Bitcoin. Think about it like this. If you're putting money in Bitcoin right now, what do you expect to get as a return on your investment? Maybe a 2x, possibly a 3x, maybe Bitcoin hits 150, 160 kilobits. Look at the XRP. It's sitting just above $1. You're easily going to get that 10x, but there's more likely of a chance that you'll see a 20 to 50x. People will chase wherever the hype is. And even now, with the price of Bitcoin falling, the mainstream media news has been hyping it up for the last couple of days. They want retail buying Bitcoin. That tells you you shouldn't be buying Bitcoin because they see you as exit liquidity, and put your money into something that has a real world use case and utility. This way, it's going to give you the best return on investment. If you could go back to any year and buy more XRP, which year would you choose and why? I would go back to 2013, and because you definitely know you're going to become super rich in 2017. But I look at this in a different way. People a few years from now are going to be wishing they could go back to this time today. So they could load up on XRP. The 2013 prices on XRP are gone. Unless something, definitely happens in this market where XRP just happens to come down below 20 cents, below 10 cents. I'm just not seeing it. I think those days are gone forever, but people will continue to look back and say, I should have bought here. I should have bought here. You've got to take advantage. You got to capitalize on these opportunities while they're here. You can't just keep letting these opportunities go by. Whenever I talk to somebody outside of crypto about getting into crypto, their biggest worry is tying up their money. It's like, if you don't tie up your money and put your money to work for you, how do you ever expect to make money on your investment? People are I'm impatient. They're so impatient right now. It's like, oh, the market's red. I need to get out. I need to cash out all my crypto right now. I'll come back when things are looking better. No, that's not when you run away. That's not when you sell on a loss. That's when you buy more crypto at the bottom when everybody else is running away. Analyst says, I'm expecting XRP big boy bounce. So I like the way they worded that. As you are aware, I'm expecting a big boy bounce soon for XRP. Looking at the XRP monthly heat map, you can see a huge hotspot pocket of liquidity is sitting above at $1.40. I think it gets there and above big boy bounce loading. I think when XRP finally starts to move, I think it's going to move very violently. I think it's going to come out of nowhere. I think nobody's going to be expecting it to happen. You're just going to wake up one day and XRP is already going to be sitting well above $1.50 because it's been compressing for such a long period of time. And the longer that it compresses, the faster and more violently it will break out. And that is what's loading right now. The people who get rich in crypto aren't the smartest ones. They just didn't quit. That's the whole difference. Shout out to the people who never gave up. It's people that have patience. That's what it takes in crypto. Patience is key to making money in this space. You've got to be able to not even look at the chart when the market's red. You have to have the ability to just look at it and say, well, today's a red day. I'm either going to buy this dip or I'm just going to do nothing. Because I know over the next couple of days, we're going to see at least 1 or 2 green days for XRP. The problem is people right away, they see a red day and somehow they still convince themselves that it's going to zero. XRP is not going to zero. People need to get that narrative out of their head. That was a narrative that people were pushing when the Ripple versus SEC case was still going on. Back then, it was somewhat believable, but anybody that knew what XRP was, they weren't even convinced that it was ever going to happen. but it did shake out a lot of people because most people are holding XRP because somebody else told them to buy it, or because they believe crypto is some sort of get-rich-quick scheme. It's definitely not. But one thing I could tell you, if you're getting into crypto for the first time right now, your wait time is going to be a hell of a lot less than some of us have been waiting. Most of us have been in this space for years now. We made it through everything. Our emotions have been battle tested. Most of us look at the chart with zero emotion now. Most of us have the patience of a saint as well. As long as you could stay emotionless and keep those patience, you will get to the finish line. You will get financial freedom. Do you really think $1,000 in crypto can make you financially free this coming bull market? Well, if we're going into a utility run, absolutely. $1,000 may be enough. But I believe the days of coming in and putting $10, $20, $30 into a meme coin and walking away a multimillionaire, I think those days are now gone. Most people don't even trust meme coins anymore because we've seen way too many rug pulls. There's way too many cryptocurrencies out there also, and we need a major flushing of this space. That's going to come with regulations. So look at it like this. The money sitting in those meme coins, the money sitting in all those cryptocurrencies that are not going to pass regulations, it has to go somewhere. Where is it going to end up? It's going to end up in utility-driven cryptocurrencies. It's going to end up in cryptocurrencies that actually solve real-world problems. XRP is one of those cryptocurrencies. Suddenly, everyone's talking about $1,000 per XRP, even the Maxis. Interesting. Look at the date on this, July 31st, 2025. I remember that everybody was like, XRP is headed to $1,000. Buy now, make sure you're in before it happens. Well, this is July of 2025. This is where people were talking about $1,000 XRP. The price back then was $3.42. This is the time we're waiting for to return. That euphoria is coming back. When all of a sudden everybody's convinced XRP is going to 3 digits or 4 digits or 5 digits, those are the greatest times in crypto. And all you got to do to get there is wait for it to happen without selling too soon. And I believe the wait is almost over. I'm telling you, if you look around, everybody's under the assumption that crypto is totally dead. XRP is dead. Bitcoin is dead. All of crypto is going to zero. That's the narrative now. So whenever you see that, it's usually followed by a massive breakout. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. It really helps the channel grow. This is XRP Hobert signing off. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.